Hello, this is Nick Rhodes with Wildlife Properties Land Company. We're out here on 250 Road in northern Smith County. Going to take you on a quick tour of this little home. Um, yeah, kind of walk you through it and try to show you what the house is about here. So, going into the side door, this is the entrance, primary entrance for the property. What you come into is a little mud room slash laundry room. Currently, we've got a freezer here and then a washer dryer unit, plus a deep basin sink. There's a little bit of a closet here at the end, provides some additional storage. And you move on in. Again, this is the door I just came through here. So you come in and there is the kitchen. Looks like a stain on the floor here. Not sure exactly what happened. It looks a little more evident in the video than it does in real time standing here. But wanted to point that out. You've got a kitchen here. Interesting thing about this hatch here is there's actually an upstairs to this building or this home which you can't get to. And so there used to be, I've hauled up in this hatch, and what you can see is that there used to be a staircase that came up the wall here where the cabinets are, turned, and then you're into essentially a big room above this kitchen area, and then there's another doorway then that goes into a bedroom on the other side of this wall that's upstairs. So that could certainly be put back in some fashion, reconfigure the staircase there. But just kind of flipping back around, that's the door I just came through, the porch, and then into here. This is bedroom number 1 on the house. This window here with the shade drawn, it just looks into the mud room there we just came through. So doesn't really go outside. We got some nice built-in closets here and storage. It's kind of a average. It's a small size room. I've got some newer vinyl windows here on the house, which is a nice little update. Not all the windows are that way, but this one is. Going back out to the kitchen, and then this is the primary living room. So what you'll see here is we've got used to be the front porch or the main door entrance. That porch is enclosed and it's been converted to a bedroom. We've got this bedroom back here too, which makes up the third bedroom. And then we've got the bathroom here. There is a floor furnace under here. So that thing there, my understanding is that could be fired up and relit relatively easily. The seller doesn't have that currently here, but that is a possibility. Into the bathroom. The bathroom's actually a nice space. You've got an older cast iron original tub here, but with a newer modern surround. And then the seller has just put on some new hardware here, and they're going to get that cleaned up. We've got a pedestal sink and a toilet in the bathroom, so all your basic necessities. And then off of the bathroom, there's a utility room here, which has the breaker box, the water heater, and there's also access to the plumbing back here. And you can see some of these lines have been updated with new PEX lines, so that has been partially replumbed. Looks like the supply lines coming into the water heater have also been updated with PEX, and it's a nice update. So again, back out into the living room. One thing to point out in the living room is we've got a crack here that goes all the way through the ceiling. The seller hasn't owned this home very long, so he doesn't know exactly what happened. Our suspicion, though, is that somebody probably stepped through the, was working up in the attic, maybe trying to fix a light fixture or work on it, and stepped on that. And then whoever owned it at the time, just a simple fix was just to screw some boards up there. I don't know. I'm not a structural engineer, so don't know exactly why that's happening. I don't notice anything in the floor that would appear to be a foundation issue, but definitely would want to check that out. Might be just something as superficial as being a cosmetic redo of that. So we're in here to, what is the third bedroom? I skipped over the second one, but not a bad size little room. Again, we've got an updated vinyl window here, which is nice. There's a hole punched in the wall over here, and primarily that's because this is the backside of the breaker box, and I assume when they updated the breaker box, that service panel, that they needed a way to fish the lines back through there. So that's what that is. Somebody could put that back with sheetrock, or put a hatch there so you have future access. So there is a wall air conditioner unit over here. Temperature's been too cold, so we're not sure if it works or not. We haven't been able to turn it on simply because of the temperatures. And then this is the other bedroom, the non-conforming bedroom. There is a nice closet in here. This could be converted back to a porch, or it could be used as a sleeping area, which is what it's been primarily used for. This property or this house, my understanding was it was rented out for a long time as a hunting cabin, which is why they have all these maps and stuff on the wall. Those are all hunting places. Yeah, so, and then just trying to walk you back out here to the outside, and I'll show you the outbuildings real quick. It's a windy day, so bear with me if you hear the wind howling. And we got a little bit of snow up here. It's melting off nicely. This is a pretty good sized garage. Plenty big it's got 2 stalls in it, double doors, good space. There's a fair amount of space in here that you could pull a pickup truck or a large SUV in, and still have room up here to have kind of a shop space or a workspace. So, and then there's a great shelter belt that wraps around the north and east side of the house. And we'll walk over here towards the backside and some of the outbuildings. The siding on the house looks great. It's aluminum type siding. There's an outdoor shower here. So when it's not so cold, you can get in there and clean off. You got a dirty day. There's a hatch here to get into the crawl space under the house if you need to work on anything. The seller has replumbed and put a new propane line in to get to the propane tank there. That's a 500-gallon tank. And just kind of walk us back over here to the pond, or to the barn here. There's also another loafing shed out here, fenced corral. Pretty cool barn. I really like it. The roof on it needs a little bit of work shingle-wise, or if you wanted to put a new metal roof on it. If you were going to actually use this for something, probably need some sort of a brace or support here in the corner. But you get into this neat old barn, and it does have like the old stalls around the outside. There's a great big doorway that's been cut in here, and then a concrete pad. I assume that you were storing some equipment or something here at one point in time. But just kind of give you an idea of what that expanse looks like. At a minimum, it's a great amount of lumber here. So that's a nice perk. You've got the loafing shed off in the horizon here, and this fenced corral goes around too. You can see the shelter belt connects back around, and that's about it in a nutshell.